Have you ever felt it? That quiet, persistent hum beneath the surface of daily life. A feeling that something big is on the horizon. It's not just a vague premonition, it's the gathering of forces, like clouds before a storm, signaling a fundamental shift. For many of us, the past few years have felt like navigating a dense fog. We've been reactive, adapting to one disruption after another. But what if I told you that the fog is about to lift? What if I told you that the year 2026 isn't just another date on the calendar, but a destination? A year where the currents of change finally align to create a once-in-a-generation opportunity for a career breakthrough. This isn't wishful thinking. It's not about horoscopes or fortune tellers. It's about data. It's about trends in technology. It's about trends in economics. It's about the very structure of work itself, all converging on a single point in the near future. The promise of this convergence is clear, tangible, and within your grasp. Imagine achieving a level of focus so profound that you learn new skills faster than ever before. Picture your income not just growing, but accelerating, reflecting the true value you bring. This essay is your map to that future. It's a plan, grounded in research, designed to help you navigate the coming changes and turn them into your greatest professional triumph. We stand at a unique moment in history. The disruptions of the early 2020s have acted as a great reset, shaking loose old assumptions and clearing the way for new models of success. As the dust settles, the landscape that emerges will look very different. Those who understand this new terrain, who prepare for it now, will be the ones who thrive. This isn't about working harder, it's about working smarter. It's about positioning yourself with intention. The strategies we'll explore are not complex theories, but practical steps, designed for the real world, for busy professionals who need a clear path forward. It's time to stop reacting and start architecting your future. The journey ahead requires a steady hand and a reliable guide. It's easy to feel overwhelmed by the sheer pace of change, but you don't have to navigate it alone. Think of this essay as the beginning of a conversation. A conversation about your potential, your ambitions, and the concrete actions you can take, starting today, to make 2026 your year. Along the way, we'll introduce you to allies who can support you, like the seasoned experts at M-Yoga Coaching and Consulting. Their entire purpose is to help professionals like you turn potential into performance. But first, let's understand the why. Why 2026? Let's look at the data. To seize an opportunity, you must first see it clearly. Our journey begins not with grand proclamations, but with a quiet look at the facts. Economic cycles, technological adoption rates, shifts in workplace culture. Overlaying these patterns reveals a picture for the period up to and including 2026. Reports from global institutions, World Economic Forum, McKinsey & Company all point to intense transformation. Era of accelerated adaptation, roles will be redefined, entirely new industries will mature. This isn't a distant future. It's the immediate environment we are stepping into. Consider the ripple effects of artificial intelligence. According to a 2023 report from Goldman Sachs, generative AI could impact up to 300 million full-time jobs worldwide. Not replacement, but reinvention. By 2026, demand for complementary skills will skyrocket: critical thinking, creative problem-solving, emotional intelligence. Remote and hybrid work models are now permanent fixtures. Stanford University Study 2023, Reshaping Hiring Pools, Reshaping Career Paths, Reshaping the Definition of a Workplace. This confluence creates a powerful opening. Old rules bend, new ones not yet written in stone. Historically, these moments were gateways to opportunity. Post-war boom of the 1950s, dawn of the Internet age in the late 1990s. Those who anticipated and learned leapfrogged their peers. We are at the threshold of another gateway. Not about luck, about preparation meeting opportunity, Seneca. This essay matters now. It serves as your compass. We'll make complex trends simple and actionable. We will show you what is happening and what you can do about it. Goal, not just inform, but empower. Clarity and confidence to take decisive action, so that when 2026 arrives, you are not a spectator, but a key player shaping your breakthrough. The world of work is undergoing a profound transformation, not of jobs themselves, but of the skills required to perform them. We are in the midst of what the World Economic Forum, in its 2023 Future of Jobs report, calls the Great Skill Reset. This isn't a slow, gentle evolution, it's a rapid and decisive shift. The report highlights that nearly a quarter of all jobs are expected to change in the next 5 years. Analytical thinking, creative problem solving, becoming the new bedrock of professional value. By 2026, the shelf life of a technical skill will have shrunk dramatically, making the ability to learn, unlearn and relearn the most critical competency of all. This is where your opportunity begins. Your years of experience are still valuable, but their value is now amplified by your willingness to adapt. A 2023 study by the Burning Glass Institute titled Skills, Degrees and the New Rules of the Labour Market found that over 40% of employers are prioritising demonstrated skills over traditional degrees for many middle-skill roles. This trend is set to accelerate, peaking around 2026 as talent pipelines adjust. Think of it like this. For years, your career was a ladder. You climbed it rung by rung, following a predictable path. Now it's more like a climbing wall. There are multiple paths to the top. Agility, your grip, your ability to see the next hold. The Great Skill Reset is rearranging the holds on that wall. Those who spend the time now, between today and 2026, to learn the new routes and strengthen their grip on in-demand skills will find themselves ascending faster than they ever thought possible. It's a strategic game of preparation, not a frantic race. The challenge and the opportunity is to anticipate which skills will matter most. The reports all point in a similar direction: human-centric skills that machines cannot replicate. Empathy, complex communication, leadership, strategic decision-making. They are the essential complement to the technological tools that will define the workplace of 2026. While others are distracted by the noise of automation, you can be quietly, deliberately building a skill set that is not just relevant, but indispensable. This is the first and most crucial reason why 2026 is poised to be your year. The sudden shift to remote work in the early 2020s was a chaotic, unplanned experiment. But as we approach 2026, that experiment is yielding mature, intentional models of work. The era of emergency remote work is over, and the era of strategic hybrid work is beginning. This isn't just about where you work, it's about how work gets done, how teams collaborate, how careers are built. According to a 2024 report by McKinsey & Company, the state of the post-pandemic workplace, companies that successfully integrate hybrid models are seeing significant gains in productivity and employee satisfaction. By 2026, This will become the competitive standard, not an optional perk. As companies finalize their long-term remote and hybrid policies, they are also redesigning their talent management systems. Promotion criteria, performance metrics, leadership development are all being rewritten for a distributed workforce. This is a moment of flux. The old office-centric ways of getting noticed, FaceTime with the boss, water cooler politics, are losing their power. In their place, new markers of value are emerging. Clear written communication, reliable execution, the ability to build relationships across digital divides. Consider the impact on hiring. The normalization of remote work has broken down geographical barriers to talent. A 2023 analysis from LinkedIn's Economic Graph team showed a five-fold increase in remote job applications compared to pre-pandemic levels, a trend they project will stabilize at this high level through 2026. For the ambitious professional, this is a game changer. You are no longer competing for the best job in your city. You are competing for the best job in the world that fits your skills. This vastly expands your potential for finding the perfect role, the right company culture, the ideal compensation package. It's a bigger pond with bigger fish. But with great opportunity comes new challenges. Succeeding in a mature hybrid environment requires a new kind of professional discipline. It demands what I call structured autonomy. You must be your own manager, your own motivator, your own advocate. The period leading up to 2026 is your training ground to master this discipline. By building the habits of deep work, asynchronous communication, digital networking now, you will be perfectly positioned to thrive when these models become the undisputed norm. You will be seen not just as a participant in the new world of work, but as a leader who knows how to navigate it with excellence. Economic cycles are like tides. They ebb and they flow. The uncertainty and inflationary pressures of the early 2020s represented a period of low tide for many industries, marked by cautious investment and hiring freezes. Leading economic indicators and forecasts suggest a turning point from institutions like the International Monetary Fund, the OECD. In their January 2024 World Economic Outlook, the IMF projected gradual strengthening of global growth, inflation subsiding, and real incomes recovering. That slow but steady improvement should build momentum, creating a much more buoyant economic environment by 2026. This turning tide is significant for your career. A rising economy doesn't just mean more jobs, it means better jobs. As confidence returns, companies shift from survival to ambitious growth. They invest in new projects, expand into new markets, and compete more aggressively for top talent. That competition is the engine of career breakthroughs. It leads to higher salaries, better benefits, and more opportunities with real responsibility. Now is the time to prepare your ship, so when the tide comes in, you're ready to sail. This growth cycle is different. It's not a uniform lift. It's being driven by specific high-growth sectors at the intersection of technology, sustainability, and healthcare. Deloitte's 2024 report, The Industry 4.0 Paradox, highlights investment flowing into green energy, personalized medicine, AI-driven logistics. By aligning your skills with these sectors now, you're positioning yourself in the path of the incoming wave. You cannot wait for headlines. By then, the best opportunities are gone. Use this time to research these growing sectors, understand their challenges and the skills they demand. Even if you don't work directly in tech or green energy, these industries have huge supply chains and support ecosystems. Find your entry point. The economic climate of 2026 will reward foresight and punish inaction. It's a simple choice. Will you be floating on the rising tide or watching it from the shore? To understand the opportunity of 2026, it helps to look back. History doesn't repeat itself, but as Mark Twain supposedly said, it often rhymes. We find a powerful historical parallel in the years following the dot-com crash of 2000 to 2002. That period was one of immense disillusionment. The irrational exuberance of the late 90s gave way to a brutal market correction. Companies folded, fortunes were lost, the very idea of a new economy was ridiculed. It felt like a massive technological setback, a bubble that had burst for good. Many people abandoned their tech ambitions, retreating to the perceived safety of traditional industries. But beneath the surface of that downturn, something crucial was happening. The hype was gone, but the technology was not. The foundational infrastructure of the internet, fiber optic cables, server farms, early software protocols had been built. During the quiet years from 2002 to 2005, a new breed of entrepreneur and professional got to work. They weren't chasing speculative IPOs. They were building real products and services on that now cheap and robust infrastructure. They focused on utility, user experience, sustainable business models. These were the years that gave birth to what we now call Web 2.0. This quiet, focused building phase led to an explosion of innovation. Companies like Google, Facebook, YouTube. The professionals who had stayed the course, who had used the downturn to deepen their skills in web development, online marketing, data analysis, suddenly found themselves in staggeringly high demand. They had their breakthrough moment not during the initial hype, but in the pragmatic, growth-oriented rebound that followed. Their careers and fortunes were made in that second wave. We are in a similar moment now. The initial frenzied hype around AI, remote work and other disruptions is beginning to settle. The tourists are leaving and the builders are getting to work. The period between now and 2026 is our post-bubble building phase. It is the time to move beyond the buzzwords and master the practical application of these new tools. By doing so, you are positioning yourself for the same kind of breakthrough that the Web 2.0 pioneers experienced. You are preparing to be an essential player in the second, more durable wave of this transformation, which is set to crest right around 2026. The introduction of generative AI tools in the early 2020s felt like a science fiction movie come to life. It was fascinating, powerful, and a little bit chaotic. But by 2026, these tools will have evolved from a novel curiosity into a fully integrated co-pilot for the knowledge worker. We are moving from the era of playing with AI to the era of working with AI, you know. A 2024 study from the Stanford Institute for Human-Centered AI, titled Generative AI in the Professional Workflow, predicts that by 2026, over 70% of knowledge workers will use AI-powered tools on a daily basis. This integration will be seamless, embedded directly into the software we already use. This transition from novelty to utility is the most important technological shift for your career in the coming years. The question will no longer be, do you use AI? But how well do you use AI? The ability to effectively prompt, guide, and collaborate with AI systems will become a core competency, as fundamental as typing or using a spreadsheet. Those who master this human-AI collaboration will experience a dramatic amplification of their own capabilities. They will be able to analyze data faster, generate ideas more fluidly, and produce higher quality work in less time. This creates a massive productivity gap between the adopters and the laggards. Think of it as having a brilliant, tireless junior assistant for every employee. This AI co-pilot can handle the routine, repetitive aspects of a job, freeing up human professionals to focus on the high-value tasks that require strategy, creativity, and emotional intelligence. For example, a marketing manager can use their AI co-pilot to analyze campaign data and draft initial reports, while they focus on interpreting the results and planning the next strategic move. This synergy doesn't replace the manager, it elevates them. A 2023 Harvard Business School study found that consultants using AI assistants were 12% faster and produced 40% higher quality results than their unaided peers. This is why 2026 is the target year. It's the point where the technology matures, the integration becomes widespread, and the performance gap becomes undeniable. The time to build your fluency is now. It's about developing a new kind of intuition, an understanding of what tasks to delegate to your AI co-pilot and how to frame your request to get the best results. By dedicating yourself to mastering this collaborative skill over the next 2 years, you will arrive in 2026 not as someone trying to catch up, but as a power user, a native of the new working environment, ready to achieve a breakthrough in your performance and value. In a world filled with constant digital noise, the ability to concentrate is becoming a superpower. The first and most critical step to staying on track for your 2026 breakthrough is to cultivate the practice of deep work. This term, popularized by computer science professor Cal Newport in his 2016 book of the same name, refers to professional activities performed in a state of distraction-free concentration that push your cognitive capabilities to their limit. These efforts create new value, improve your skill, and are hard to replicate. In an economy that will increasingly reward complex problem-solving, your capacity for deep work is your single greatest asset. It is the engine of skill development and high-value output. To begin, you must be ruthless in protecting your time and attention. This isn't about finding more hours in the day. It's about making the hours you have more potent. Start by scheduling deep work sessions into your calendar as if they were non-negotiable appointments. Even 60 to 90 minutes of uninterrupted focus each day can produce extraordinary results. During these sessions, all distractions must be eliminated. This means turning off your phone notifications, closing unnecessary browser tabs, and signaling to colleagues that you are unavailable. This deliberate act of creating a sanctuary for focus is the foundation upon which all other progress will be built. A 2021 study published in the Journal of Experimental Psychology Applied found that even brief interruptions can double a person's error rate and significantly increase feelings of stress and frustration. By creating a deep work ritual, you are not just improving your productivity, you are improving your mental well-being and the quality of your output. Your ritual could be as simple as clearing your desk, putting on noise-cancelling headphones, and starting a specific playlist. This signals to your brain that it's time to focus, making the transition into a state of deep concentration smoother and faster over time. Remember, the goal is not to be in a state of deep work all day. That would be unsustainable. The goal is to be intentional. The modern workplace bombards us with shallow work, emails, meetings, and administrative tasks that create a feeling of being busy but produce little real value. By consciously cordoning off time for deep, meaningful effort, You ensure that you're not just reacting to the demands of the day. You are proactively investing in the complex skills and projects that will define your career trajectory and make your 2026 breakthrough not just possible, but inevitable. This ritual is your unfair advantage. Long-term goals are inspiring, but without a short-term execution plan, they remain distant dreams. Break your grand vision for 2026 into manageable, actionable chunks. The most effective framework is the 90-day sprint. An agile method from software development, it forces focus on a small number of high-impact objectives over a 12-week period. Long enough to make real progress, short enough to keep urgency and focus. Forget annual resolutions. Structure the year as 4 distinct 90-day sprints. At the start of each sprint, pick 1 to 3 key professional goals. Goals must be specific, measurable, and directly aligned with your 2026 vision. Example: not get better at AI, but complete a certified course in AI for marketers and apply those learnings to optimize 3 email campaigns. Write your goals down, keep them visible every day. A study from Dominican University of California, led by Dr. Gail Matthews, showed writing goals, sharing them, and sending weekly reports increased success by 33%. The 90-day sprint builds this structure in. Each week, do a quick check-in. What did I accomplish? What obstacles did I face? What is my priority for next week? At the end of 90 days, review. Celebrate your wins, analyze your shortcomings, and use lessons learned to plan the next sprint. The cycle of planning, executing, and reviewing creates a feedback loop that accelerates growth. It prevents drifting and creates a rhythm of focused progress. By 2026, you'll have completed 8 to 10 focused sprints, each one moving you closer to your breakthrough. To thrive in 2026, you must become a lifelong learner. But this doesn't mean randomly consuming information. It means creating a structured, personalized system for acquiring the skills that will matter most. I call this system a personal learning cloud. It's a curated collection of resources, online courses, books, podcasts, expert newsletters, industry reports, all organized around the specific competencies you identified in your 90-day sprints. This isn't just a bookmark folder, it's a dynamic curriculum that you design and control, tailored to your unique career path. Spend a dedicated portion of each week, even just 2 to 3 hours, actively engaging with your learning cloud. Start by identifying the core skills you need to build for 2026, as we discussed in Act 1. These might include human-AI collaboration, data literacy, strategic communication, or a specific technical skill. For each skill, find the top 2 or 3 resources. This could be a highly rated course on Coursera, a seminal book on the topic, or a podcast hosted by a leading expert. The key is quality over quantity. A 2018 study from the MIT Sloan Management Review highlighted the concept of learning agility, the ability to learn quickly and apply those lessons in new situations, as a key predictor of leadership success. Your personal learning cloud is your gym for developing that agility. Learning, however, is not a passive activity. Simply reading a book or watching a video lecture is not enough. To truly internalize a new skill, you must actively process and apply the information. For every resource you consume from your learning cloud, create a simple one-page summary of the key ideas, and most importantly, identify one concrete action you can take to apply that knowledge in your current role. This practice of active recall and application moves information from your short-term memory to your long-term understanding, forging the neural pathways of a new skill. It turns passive consumption into active competence. Dedicate a small part of your learning time to exploration, scanning headlines from tech journals, reviewing abstracts from new research papers, or listening to interviews with futurists. This keeps your personal learning cloud fresh and ensures you're not just learning today's skills, but also anticipating the skills of tomorrow. By 2026, you will have built a formidable, future-proof skill set, not through a frantic, last-minute cramming session, but through a consistent, deliberate, and structured process of personal development that started today. Strategic networking. Building bridges before you need them. Your career breakthrough will not happen in isolation. It will be catalyzed and supported by the people you know. However, the old model of networking, collecting business cards at stuffy events, is obsolete. The new approach is strategic networking, which is about building genuine, mutually beneficial relationships long before you need them. Think of it less as a transaction and more as tending a garden. It requires patience, generosity, a focus on providing value to others first. The period leading up to 2026 is your time to plant seeds and nurture connections, and cultivate a strong professional support system that will be there when you need to make your move. Your strategy should focus on 3 types of connections. First, connect with peers in your field to share best practices and challenges. Second, connect with mentors or senior leaders who can offer guidance and perspective. Third, connect with people outside your immediate industry to gain fresh insights and spot cross-functional opportunities. Aim to have 5 meaningful interactions each week. This doesn't mean a formal meeting. It could be a thoughtful comment on a LinkedIn post, a short email sharing a relevant article, or a 15-minute virtual coffee. A 2020 study by LinkedIn found that 70% of professionals were hired at a company where they had a connection. The golden rule of strategic networking is to give before you get. Before you ever ask for a favor, a referral, or an introduction, look for ways to help the people in your network. Can you connect 2 people who would benefit from knowing each other? Can you share a piece of information that solves a problem for a colleague? Can you publicly endorse a skill for a connection on LinkedIn? This reciprocity principle, a cornerstone of social psychology, builds a deep well of goodwill. When the time comes to seek advice or an opportunity, you will be drawing from a full account of social capital, not making a desperate withdrawal from an empty one. Finally, document your network. Use a simple spreadsheet or a personal CRM tool to keep track of your connections, what you discussed, and any follow-up actions. This isn't about being cold and calculating. It's about being organized and thoughtful. It ensures you don't forget important details and can re-engage with people in a personal and relevant way. As you methodically build these bridges between now and 2026, you are constructing a powerful infrastructure for your career. When opportunity knocks, you will have a network ready to open the door and champion your cause. The weekly review, your personal steering wheel. If the 90-day sprint is your map, the weekly review is your steering wheel. It is the single most powerful habit for ensuring you stay on track and don't veer off into the ditch of distraction. This is a non-negotiable 30-minute appointment you have with yourself at the end of each week, typically on a Friday afternoon. During this time, you step back from the frantic pace of doing and enter a quiet mode of reflecting. Without this regular course correction, even the best laid plans will slowly drift off target. As the legendary management consultant Peter Drucker said, What gets measured gets managed. The weekly review is how you manage yourself. The process is simple but profound. You ask yourself a set of consistent questions. First, review your 90-day goals and your calendar from the past week. What did I accomplish that moved me closer to my goals? Where did I spend my time, and did it align with my priorities? This honest look at your calendar is often a sobering reality check, revealing the gap between your intentions and your actions. It provides the raw data you need to make better decisions in the week to come. It's about being a scientist of your own productivity, observing the results of your experiments in time management. Next, you look at your challenges and successes. What went well this week and why? What obstacles did I encounter? How can I replicate my successes and design systems to overcome the obstacles? Perhaps you discovered that listening to a specific type of music helped you focus, or that checking email first thing in the morning consistently derailed your deep work session. These small insights gathered week after week lead to powerful incremental improvements in your personal operating system. You are not just working. You are building a better way of working piece by piece. The final and most important step is to plan the week ahead. Based on your reflections, what are the 2 or 3 most important things you must accomplish next week to stay on track with your 90-day sprint? You then take these priorities and schedule them directly into your calendar as concrete blocks of time. This proactive planning transforms you from a passive respondent to your inbox into the architect of your week. This simple 30-minute ritual, practiced consistently, is the ultimate accountability tool. It is the steering wheel that allows you to navigate the twists and turns on the road to 2026 with intention, focus, and unwavering direction. Upskilling with purpose. The ROI of reskilling. Optimizing your potential begins with a strategic investment in your skills, but not all learning is created equal. The key is to move from casual learning to purposeful upskilling. This means identifying and acquiring the specific competencies that offer the highest return on investment in the emerging job market of 2026. Think of yourself as a portfolio manager, but instead of stocks, you are investing your time and resources into skills that are projected to appreciate in value. The goal is not just to learn more, but to learn smarter, focusing your efforts where they will have the most significant impact on your capabilities and consequently your income. It's about precision, not volume. A 2023 report by the Boston Consulting Group, titled The Reskilling Revolution, found employees who completed targeted reskilling programs saw an average salary increase of 15% within 18 months. Furthermore, the World Economic Forum estimates that investing in upskilling can yield an ROI of over 400% for companies, a benefit that inevitably trickles down to the skilled employees who drive that value. Your task is to identify the skills that fall into this high ROI category. Look at job postings for roles you aspire to in 2026. What are the recurring keywords? What certifications are consistently mentioned? This is your market research, guiding your investment decisions. Instead of simply vowing to learn AI for financial modeling, generative AI for content strategy. Find a top-tier certification program. Dedicate a 90-day sprint to completing it. Seek out a project at your current job. Seek out a personal project. This act of application is crucial. It converts theoretical knowledge into demonstrated expertise, which is the currency of the modern job market. It's the difference between saying, "I know about this," and proving, "I can do this." This approach requires a mindset shift. See your education not as a cost, but as a calculated investment in your future earning potential. Track your spending on courses, books, certifications, as you would any other investment. More importantly, track the returns, new opportunities that open up, increased efficiency in your work, tangible results you can point to in a performance review or job interview. By upskilling with this level of purpose and strategic intent, you are not just keeping pace with change, you are actively engineering the value proposition that will command a premium salary in 2026 and beyond. The art of the side hustle. Monetizing your expertise. A powerful way to both increase your income and accelerate your skill development is to create an additional revenue stream outside of your primary job. The side hustle has evolved from a simple way to make extra cash into a strategic career development tool. By 2026, having a side project or a small freelance business will be a significant differentiator, demonstrating initiative, business acumen, and a deep level of expertise. It's a low-risk laboratory where you can experiment with new skills, build a portfolio of tangible results, and establish your reputation as an expert in a specific niche, all while generating supplementary income. The key to a successful side hustle is to align it with your upskilling goals. If you are learning data visualization, your side hustle could be offering freelance services to small businesses, helping them create insightful dashboards from their sales data. This not only provides you with real-world projects for your portfolio, but also forces you to master the skill at a professional level, as you are now accountable to a client. A 2023 study by Upwork, the Freelance Forward Economist report, found that skilled freelancers often earn a higher hourly rate than their traditionally employed counterparts, showcasing the direct income potential of monetizing in-demand skills. To begin, start small. Identify one specific marketable skill you possess or are developing. A simple template for pricing your service is to research the hourly rate for freelancers with similar skills and set your initial price at the lower end to attract your first clients. For instance, if experienced copywriters charge £80 per hour, you might start at £40 per hour for your first 2 projects. The goal isn't to maximize income immediately, but to gain experience, gather testimonials, and refine your process. Websites like Fiverr, Upwork, or even a well-crafted LinkedIn profile can serve as your initial marketplace. This approach provides a powerful feedback loop. Client feedback will highlight areas where you need to improve, guiding your learning more effectively than any textbook could. Successfully completed projects become case studies that you can use to justify a promotion or a higher salary in your main career. Over time, your side hustle can grow into a significant source of income, providing you with financial resilience and a greater sense of professional autonomy. It transforms you from a passive employee into a proactive business entity, the CEO of your own career, which is the ultimate position of power on the road to 2026. The science of salary negotiation. Asking for your worth. You can have all the potential in the world, but if you don't know how to ask for what you're worth, your income will never reflect your true value. Salary negotiation is not a confrontation. It is a collaborative conversation aimed at aligning your compensation with the value you deliver. Mastering this skill is one of the highest leverage activities you can undertake to optimize your income. The period leading up to 2026, with a tightening labor market for skilled professionals, will create the perfect environment for these conversations. But you must be prepared. Success in negotiation is determined long before you ever step into the room. Your preparation starts with data. You must know your market value. Use resources like LinkedIn Salary, Glassdoor, industry-specific salary reports to determine the compensation range for your role in your location with your level of experience and skills. A 2018 study by Columbia Business School found that a primary reason people under-earn is a simple lack of information about appropriate pay. Enter any negotiation armed with a specific data-backed number. Your target salary is not a wish. It's a well-researched conclusion based on market evidence. This data is your greatest source of confidence and credibility. Next, build your case. Your value is not just your job description, it's the impact you have had. Throughout the year, maintain a brag file, a simple document where you record your accomplishments. Lead a project that increased efficiency by 15%. Mentor a junior colleague who got promoted. Did your analysis prevent a costly error? Quantify these achievements whenever possible. Instead of saying, "I'm a hard worker," you can say, "In the last quarter, I implemented a new workflow that saved the team 10 hours per week, which translates to approximately $20,000 in saved productivity costs annually." This language of results is impossible to ignore. When the conversation happens, frame your request around this mutual value. A simple template is the past, present, future model. Over the past year, I've delivered, mention 1 to 2 key achievements with data. Given the current market rate for professionals with my skills in mention new skill and the value I plan to bring to the upcoming mention future project, I believe a salary of your data-backed number would accurately reflect my contribution. This is not a demand. It's a business case. It's confident, professional, and grounded in facts. Practicing this conversation, even with a friend, will build the muscle memory you need to secure the income you deserve. Building your personal brand, becoming a signal in the noise. In the crowded professional landscape of 2026, being good at your job won't be enough. You also need to be known for being good at your job. This is the essence of personal branding. It's not about being an influencer or faking a persona. It's about intentionally shaping how you are perceived by your colleagues, your industry, and potential employers. A strong personal brand acts as a signal in the noise, attracting opportunities to you rather than you having to constantly chase them. It's the difference between being a name on a list and being the first person who comes to mind when a challenging, high-value opportunity arises. Building your brand starts with defining your niche. What is the one thing you want to be known for? For example, instead of a generic brand, like marketing professional, you could cultivate a brand as the B2B SaaS marketer who excels at product-led growth. This specificity makes you memorable and positions you as a specialist who can command higher fees and more interesting work. As author and entrepreneur Seth Godin says, "The key to success is to find a way to be remarkable." Being a specialist is remarkable. Once you have your niche, you must create and share content that demonstrates your expertise. This doesn't require a massive time commitment. It can be as simple as sharing a thoughtful article on LinkedIn once a week with your own 2-sentence analysis. You could write a short blog post once a month detailing a solution to a common industry problem. Or you could answer questions on a platform like Quora or a professional forum. A 2021 study on professional visibility published in the Academy of Management Journal showed that employees who engaged in value-added visibility, sharing helpful expertise, were significantly more likely to receive promotions and high-profile assignments. Consistency is more important than intensity. Your personal brand is built brick by brick. Every professional interaction, every piece of content you share, and every project you deliver. Ensure your online profiles, especially LinkedIn, are polished and aligned with the brand you want to project. Use a professional headshot and a headline that clearly states your value proposition. Over time, this deliberate and consistent effort will build a reputation that precedes you. By 2026, your personal brand will be a powerful career asset, acting as your silent advocate, opening doors and creating opportunities you might not even know existed. The final and perhaps most overlooked element of optimizing your potential and income is being strategic about the roles you accept. Really strategic. Not all jobs are created equal, even if they have the same title and salary. Some roles are career accelerators, placing you in a high-growth environment surrounded by talented people, career cul-de-sacs, offering comfort but little opportunity for advancement. The most successful professionals are masters of strategic role selection. They don't just look for a job, they look for an arena that will force them to grow and will position them for their next big move. Before you even consider applying for a role, evaluate it against 3 critical criteria. First, the growth of the company and industry. Are you joining a company in a rapidly expanding sector like renewable energy or AI-driven healthcare? A rising tide lifts all ships, and being in a high-growth environment naturally creates more opportunities for promotion and responsibility. Second, the quality of your direct manager. A 2022 Gallup report confirmed that a good manager is the single most important factor in employee engagement and development. Your manager is your most important mentor. Choose them wisely. Ask about their management style and their team's track record of promotions during the interview process. The third criterion is the skill stretch potential of the role. Will this job require you to develop the new skills you have identified as critical for your 2026 breakthrough? A role that offers a 10% salary increase but keeps you using your old skills is a poor trade compared to a role with a modest increase that forces you to master AI collaboration or data analysis. Think of each job as a 2 to 3 year tour of duty with a specific learning objective. The salary is important, but the skills and experience you acquire are your true compensation, as they will determine your market value for the decade to come. This brings us to a short case study. Consider Anna, a project manager in a slow-moving manufacturing firm. Foreseeing the shifts, she spent 18 months upskilling in agile methodologies and data analytics. When an opportunity arose at a fast-growing fintech startup, she took a lateral role with only a minor pay bump. Why? Because the arena was better. She was immersed in a high-growth sector, working under a manager known for developing talent, and the role demanded she use her new skills daily. Within 2 years, she was promoted twice, and her income had more than doubled, far surpassing what she would have earned at her safe old job. This is the power of choosing your arena wisely, a crucial strategy for making 2026 your breakthrough year. The immense changes we have discussed, while ripe with opportunity, also carry a significant risk: the creation of a 2-tier workforce. As we hurtle towards 2026, we face the prospect of a widening chasm between those who can adapt to the new skill demands and those who cannot. On one side, we will have the adapters, professionals who embrace lifelong learning, master human-AI collaboration, thrive in flexible work environments. They will see their productivity, value, and income soar. On the other side, we risk leaving behind the non-adapters, Roles are automated, skills become obsolete, leading to wage stagnation and career insecurity. This growing inequality is not just a personal problem. It is a profound societal and organizational challenge that demands immediate, practical solutions. A 2023 policy paper from the Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development warns that without proactive intervention, technological advancement could exacerbate labor market polarization. The practical solution for organizations is to stop thinking of this as an individual employee's problem and start treating it as a strategic business imperative. Companies must build internal reskilling pipelines, creating clear, accessible pathways for employees in at-risk roles to transition into the high-demand jobs of the future. This is not charity. It is essential talent management for the new era. For managers, the solution lies in becoming career coaches for their teams. A practical step is to dedicate a portion of every annual performance review to discussing a future-ready plan. This plan should identify 1 or 2 skills the employee will develop over the next year, with the company providing a dedicated learning budget and, crucially, protected time to pursue that learning. This shifts the focus from simply evaluating past performance to actively co-investing in an employee's future value, making them a partner in navigating change rather than a victim of it. For individuals, the solution is to take radical ownership of your skill development, as we have discussed. But it also means advocating for these structures within your organization. Ask your manager about learning budgets. Propose a pilot reskilling program for your team. Share articles and research on the importance of continuous learning with your colleagues. By becoming a champion for upskilling within your own sphere of influence, you not only secure your own future, but also help build a more equitable and resilient workplace culture. The chasm is not inevitable. It is a choice. And by taking these practical steps, we can choose to build a bridge instead. One of the greatest anxieties in today's workforce is the fear that automation and artificial intelligence will lead to mass unemployment. However, history and current data point to a more nuanced reality, what we might call the automation paradox. While some tasks and jobs will indeed be automated, the very same technologies will create new roles and augment human capabilities, often in ways we can't yet fully predict. The challenge isn't a simple story of human versus machine, but rather one of transition and adaptation. A 2023 study by the McKinsey Global Institute projects that while automation will displace tasks, the net effect on job numbers will be positive, provided the workforce can be reskilled to fill the new roles being created. The practical solution for organizations is to reframe their automation strategy from one of cost-cutting to one of capability enhancement. Instead of asking, which jobs can we eliminate with AI? Leaders should ask, how can AI augment our employees to create more value? For example, a company implementing an AI-powered customer service bot shouldn't just lay off service agents. It should create a new, more senior role of AI customer experience analyst, where former agents use their deep customer knowledge to train the AI, handle complex escalations, and analyze bot interaction data to improve the overall customer journey. This approach retains valuable institutional knowledge while creating a more engaging, higher-skilled career path. For managers, the key is to demystify AI and automation for their teams. Many employees fear these technologies because they are abstract and threatening. A practical solution is to run small-scale pilot projects, Give your team a new AI tool and a specific low-stakes problem to solve with it. Frame it as an experiment, a learning experiment. This hands-on, playful approach reduces fear and fosters a sense of discovery. It allows employees to see the technology not as a replacement, but as a powerful new instrument they can learn to play. This process also helps identify the early adopters on your team, who can then become internal champions and trainers for their peers, accelerating adoption across the department. For individuals, the solution is to cultivate a mindset of curiosity rather than fear. Instead of worrying if AI will take your job, ask, how can I use AI to do my job better? Start using the publicly available generative AI tools for small personal and professional tasks. Use them to brainstorm ideas, summarize long articles, draft emails. This process of experimentation builds the fluency and intuition needed to thrive in an AI-augmented workplace. By actively engaging with these tools, you are not just learning a new skill, you are participating in the very process of defining the new roles of the future. You become part of the solution to the automation paradox. The widespread adoption of remote work, hybrid work, is not just a logistical shift. It is fundamentally rewriting the social contract between employers and employees. In 2026, a new flexibility divide is emerging. This isn't just about who can work from home and who can't. It's a more complex divide between organizations that embrace strategic flexibility and those that cling to rigid, outdated models of presence and control. A 2024 Stanford report by Nicholas Bloom on hybrid work found companies offering structured flexibility see a 35% reduction in employee turnover. The challenge is to manage this flexibility equitably and effectively. A primary concern is proximity bias. Managers subconsciously favor employees they see in the office over remote colleagues. The practical solution: structured hybrid models and location-agnostic performance metrics. Example: mandate anchor days in the office for collaboration, allow focused individual work from anywhere. Redesign promotion and rewards to focus on measurable outcomes, documented contributions, not visibility or face time. This requires rigorous manager training on leading distributed teams and mitigating unconscious bias. Managers must over-communicate, be intentional in leadership. You can't rely on water-cooler conversations to keep a pulse on your team. Implement a regular cadence of structured check-ins, weekly one-on-ones with every team member, regardless of location. Focus those meetings on goals, roadblocks, career development, not just status updates. Managers must master asynchronous communication, create clear written documentation for major decisions. For employees, thriving requires professional discipline and proactivity. Make your work and your value visible. This doesn't mean being online all the time. Provide regular, concise updates via shared documents or project tools. Actively participate in virtual meetings, contribute thoughtfully in chat channels, proactively schedule time with your manager and colleagues. You are the primary author of your own career narrative. Your documented output is the story you tell. Mastering this skill is essential for bridging the flexibility divide. The relentless pace of change, the pressure to constantly reskill, the blurring of lines between work and home in a flexible world are placing unprecedented strain on the mental health of today's workforce. An often overlooked impact of the transformation towards 2026 is the risk of widespread burnout, anxiety. A 2023 global survey by Deloitte found nearly 50% of employees reported feeling drained and overwhelmed. Addressing this mental health imperative is not a soft issue. It is a critical component of building a sustainable, high-performing workforce. A burnt-out employee cannot be innovative, adaptable, or productive. The most effective organizational solution is to move beyond reactive wellness programs and embed mental health support into the very fabric of the work itself. This means designing jobs that are manageable, providing employees with autonomy over their work, fostering a culture of psychological safety where it is okay to be vulnerable. A practical, high-impact policy is to train all managers in mental health first aid. This equips them to recognize the early signs of distress in their team members, have supportive conversations, and guide employees towards professional resources. It normalizes mental health as a part of overall employee well-being, just like physical health. For managers, the solution is to lead by example and set clear boundaries. If a manager consistently sends emails at 10 p.m., they are implicitly telling their team that they should also be working at 10 p.m., regardless of official policy. A practical step for managers is to use the schedule send feature for emails outside of working hours. Be vocal about their own practices for disconnecting, such as taking a full lunch break or not checking messages during vacation. This modeling of healthy behavior is far more powerful than any corporate wellness memo. It gives the team explicit permission to protect their own time and mental energy, preventing the chronic stress that leads to burnout. For individuals, the solution involves building personal routines that proactively protect your mental well-being. This includes the deep work rituals we discussed, which reduce cognitive overload, as well as establishing a firm shutdown ritual at the end of each workday. This could be as simple as closing your laptop, tidying your desk, and saying a phrase like, "Work is done for today." This creates a clear psychological boundary between your professional and personal life. Furthermore, it is vital to use the mental health resources your company provides without shame or hesitation. Seeking support is not a sign of weakness. It is a sign of strength and a strategic act of career self-preservation. We have journeyed through the converging currents of data and trends, all pointing towards a singular conclusion. 2026 is not just another year, but a landmark opportunity for a profound career breakthrough. We have seen how the Great Skill Reset is leveling the playing field, placing a premium on adaptability over outdated credentials. We've explored how the maturation of hybrid work, the turning of the economic tide, the coming of age of the AI co-pilot, are collectively rewriting the rules of professional success. These are not disparate events. They are interconnected forces, creating a powerful window of opportunity for those who are prepared to act with intention and foresight. The landscape is changing, and you now hold the map. The plan we have outlined is not one of passive observation, but of active participation. It begins with mastering your focus through the deep work ritual, your unfair advantage in a distracted world. It is given structure and momentum through the disciplined rhythm of 90-day sprints, turning your long-term vision into a series of concrete, achievable victories. This journey is fueled by a commitment to continuous purposeful learning, curated within your personal learning cloud and amplified by the strategic, genuine connections you build long before you need them. And it is all kept on course by the simple, powerful habit of the weekly review. Your personal steering wheel for navigating the path ahead. We have also confronted the broader impacts of these shifts, the risks of a two-tier workforce, the paradox of automation, the new flexibility divide, and the critical importance of mental health. The practical solutions we discussed for these challenges are not just for leaders and organizations, they are for you. By becoming a champion for reskilling, by embracing new tools with curiosity, by mastering the discipline of remote work, and by fiercely protecting your own well-being, you contribute to a healthier, more equitable future of work for everyone. Ultimately, the power to make 2026 your breakthrough year does not rest in the trends themselves, but in your response to them. The data provides the context, but you must provide the action. The strategies in this essay are your toolkit for building a career that is not just successful, but resilient, fulfilling, and future-proof. You are not a passenger on this journey. You are the architect, armed with a data-backed plan, ready to design and construct your most ambitious professional chapter yet. The blueprint is in your hands. The time to start building is now. Summarizing the path forward, we see it is a journey of deliberate action. Embracing deep work to produce your best, using 90-day sprints to turn ambition into achievement, consistently upskilling with purpose, strategically building your brand and network. It is about understanding the science of negotiation to claim your worth, choosing your roles with the precision of a chess master. Following these steps is what transforms the potential of 2026 from a distant promise into your lived reality. This journey, while empowering, can feel daunting to undertake alone. Navigating the complexities of career transformation, holding yourself accountable, and making the right strategic decisions at critical junctures requires more than just a plan. It often requires a guide. This is where having a seasoned expert in your corner becomes invaluable. A coach can provide the personalized feedback, strategic insight, and unwavering accountability needed to accelerate your progress and ensure you stay on track. They act as your personal sounding board, your strategist and your champion, helping you to see your blind spots and capitalize on your greatest strengths with confidence and clarity. This is why we want to formally introduce you to Joga Coaching and Consulting, your strongest ally in achieving career excellence. With a proven track record of helping ambitious professionals navigate pivotal career moments, their team possesses the deep expertise to translate this data-backed plan into a personalized roadmap tailored to your unique goals and circumstances. They specialize in turning high-potential individuals into high-performing leaders. Joga Coaching and Consulting is dedicated to ensuring you not only reach your 2026 breakthrough, but that you do so with greater speed, clarity, and impact than you ever thought possible. To take the first, most important step on this guided path, we invite you to book a complimentary career breakthrough call with Joga Coaching and Consulting. This is your opportunity to discuss your ambitions with an expert and gain immediate clarity on the actions you need to take. Do not let this moment of insight fade. Seize the opportunity to partner with an ally who is as invested in your success as you are. As the great philosopher Seneca once wrote, "Luck is what happens when preparation meets opportunity." Your preparation has begun. Your opportunity is here. Your journey in 2026 starts with a single call.